Hello.
Hello, sir. Díẹ̀ lẹ ti ń lọ sọ. Nígbà tó lẹ́nu, àwa ti lọ sọ.
Hello. What's your question? The guy that raised his hand up. Yeah, there's no problem. So type in your question if I won't be able to hear you. I'm seeing only 4 people. Okay, 6 people now. Well, we're increasing. Once again, I'm going to get started. Once we get to 10, I'm going to actually get started because I want us to scale this through fast, like really fast. So let's just wait a little bit more for people to join. By the way, are you guys hearing me? You guys are on now. Are you guys hearing me? If you're hearing me, type yes in the chat box. Again, I ask, are you guys hearing me? If you are hearing me, type yes in the chat box. All right, guys, so we're going to get started. So first of all, I was thinking of starting this with a question and answer session, right? So now, guys, if you have any question concerning affiliate marketing or getting a sale, let me know. Feel free to unmute your mic or you can type it in the chat box so we can proceed. Yeah, who is speaking? Okay, I've gotten my first question, which goes, okay, no, I think the paid funnel, the paid ads comes before it. So this is from Bright Sunday, and he asks, okay. From Bright Sunday, he asks, how can we generate leads without ads? Now, it's actually quite easy to generate leads without ads, right? But you see, generating leads without ads is called organic growth. Now, for this type of this thing, it's going to take you a lot longer to see results. You have to be patient with that kind of, you have to be patient with that kind of method. At the same time, you have to have a lot of valuable content. Sorry about that. You have to have a lot of valuable content that people cherish and people want to know you for or listen to what you say for, right? So the first thing you want to do when you want to generate leads without ads is to know the social media you're going to focus on. Now, Facebook doesn't really allow for organic growth. And the best organic growth platform right now is Twitter, right? So you're going to have to be posting valuable content on your Twitter account. People will like it. And if someone likes it, or another person on this channel sees it, or the person retweets it, you get to see more people reaching it, and more people will follow you. That's how you start growing that extent. And as time goes on, you can lead them either to your WhatsApp or lead them to your offer that you have. That's how you generate leads without ads. Now you can use Facebook. You can use Facebook groups, not Facebook, sorry about that, WhatsApp and WhatsApp groups. But that's not recommended because at the same time, when you are sharing your WhatsApp group, let's say you're holding a free class and you tell people to post it here, people post it here, you're going to get a lot of spammers coming into your group chats. Aside that, you actually get a couple of people who are like really interested in learning what you have. But basically, using that method means that you're not even really attracting people who are that interested in what you do. Basically, let's say you want to create a WhatsApp group now and you name it how to make your first $1,000 freelancing online in the next 1 month, and you share it. Now, people who see this will actually just rush and join because they're seeing how to make $1,000 and they're not really that qualified you can't really call them qualified candidates, right? So that's at your disadvantage. But if it's coming through Twitter, then you are getting more organic viewers. You're getting people who are more interested in what it is you want because they've gone through your social media page, they've gone through your profile, they've seen everything you want and see what it is. They like your content and they're following you for it. So it's easier to sell to them via that. The same thing again, when you're sharing that group, people's whole mentality when they're coming in there is free. And they're not going to want to convert. So you can share that, or maybe you can share your page and it will lead them to, you can share, let's say you can use your business WhatsApp page and it will lead them to your WhatsApp DM with a pre-recorded message. I'm sure most of you here know how to do that already. And they save your number, they can be viewing your status, okay? So those are the ways you can generate leads organically. It's going to take a lot of time, that's just the main thing. So there was another question. Where was it? I don't understand how lead funnels work. You wouldn't be able to hear, okay. So the second question comes from Diamaka, and she asks, I don't understand how lead funnels work, sir. So lead funnels are basically funnels that you put in place to get people to come into your marketing or follow you. You want them to follow you on social media, you want them to follow you on WhatsApp so they can be viewing your WhatsApp status or this thing, what do they call it? Or basically, you want them to join your email list. Now, what this means for you is that this thing. Okay, I'll answer that question later. What this means for you is that you want to build your list, guys, because part of the things I'm going to talk about today is to see this selling now is actually quite easy. It's basically plug and play, right? So you want to build your list before doing anything. And to build your list, you have to create a lead funnel. Now, there are different ways to create a lead funnel. I'm not going to be going too deep into that. But it's basically you offering someone something free in exchange for either their email, their phone number, or any other contacts that you can use to get them, right? You want them to opt in to consistently hear from you. You want them to opt in so they can hear from you, because they can hear from you constantly. Because the truth is that if you run an ad to 1,000 people today, only like 5% of those people, I said 5, what am I saying? Only like 5 out of the 1,000 people will be willing to buy now. But if you can get one out of those 1,000 people, if you can get like 1,000 people, you can get like 700 to give you their contact, and they are consistently hearing from you. What that's going to result in is over time, you're going to be able to sell to at least, if you don't know how to sell, 100 of those people out of the 700. If you don't know how to sell, you're going to be selling at least 100 of those people over time. It's not like it's going to be immediately, but it's over time, right? So now there are different ways you can do a lead funnel, right? Number one, you can run an ad saying you want to host a free class, that they should come for the class. If you can do that and you get up to 100 people plus, you can ask me for a free time. I will join in the class. Maybe I'll take a day off you, but bear in mind, it doesn't have to, it's not going to be a WhatsApp class. It's going to have to be a Google Meet class because I can't come and start typing plenty, okay? So it's better that they hear me speak than any other of these things now. You can either do that, send them to that, or you can send them to the webinar. Now, if you can't send them to the webinar, you can send them to any of the free WhatsApp videos I have. There are two YouTube videos I have, which is the how to go from 0 to at least 3 million naira on Upwork within the next 3 months. That's also a very good lead video. And I'm going to do another one, at least maybe this weekend or before this week runs out. And that's going to be more compelling than what both of them are already doing. I'm going to share it with you guys on this done. Now, the whole point of having lead funnels is that you should be able, you should increase your lists, the amount of people listening to you, because the more people are listening to you, the more people are listening to you, the more you can do, right? Now, the reason I emphasize on building your list so much, guys, is because it's not because of the high-paid freelancer premium will come and go, right? Sure, it might not go. Who is this? Sure, it might not go anytime soon, but at the same time, having that list, they are going to buy from you in the future. Having a list of 1,000 people who listen to what you say and are seriously interested in what you say, and like they know, like, and trust you, is more valuable than me dashing you 500,000 naira right now. And that's just it. Because currently on my list, people who are viewing my status are about let's say 600, sometimes it gets 700, right? Or 800 sometimes. I don't really monitor that sometimes, most times, but when I check it's really around that 600 range, right? And out of these 600 people, when I ran, I don't know if some of you saw it on my status, if you view my status, this Road to Ask 2K challenge, over 100 people opted in. And basically within 1 week of me promoting that, I had made over 800,000 naira. So this is the value of having a list. Now, for affiliate marketers, you're going to, if you're going to be promoting an offer to them, you want to be promoting something that is consistent, right? If you look at the top affiliate marketers, you see you're promoting something that is related. So you're either promoting Expert Near, or you're promoting Tamilore's course, because I got most of you from Tamilore. I wanted people who are already affiliate marketers. I believe that they would actually perform better. Now, it's either you are promoting this thing. If you're promoting Expert Near, that's fine. And you can promote some things on the side, but you can't just be posting random things and posting them anyhow. Okay, you can't just take a testimonial I shared on the group chats and go and post it on the status and expect that someone who just saw a random person say, I used this course and made $1,000 to come and just buy immediately. No, people aren't impulsive buyers like that. For at least, 25K is not much, but at least in Nigeria, we can say it's kind of a little bit of money, or it's kind of a kind of money that will stop majority of people to actually stop and think before they make the purchase. So that's one of the things I want to talk about in this class. But back to Chiamaka's question, she asked about lead funnels. And basically, lead funnels is what you use to grow your list. So you can offer them either the free video, you can offer them a PDF, you can offer them a free report, you can offer them to join a free class. Now, one thing you want to do is, if you're going to be using emails, then they should opt into your email and also agree to read more emails from you. If you're going to be using WhatsApp marketing, which is actually one of the best, email marketing is good too. You want to what you want to do with WhatsApp marketing is that you want them to save your number and you save their contact so they can see your status. The thing is that you need to generate leads if you want to make money. You can't say you're going to make money if you are selling to the same 50 people who are on your status every day. Okay, it's going to frustrate you. That's just the main thing. So the reason you have to run lead funnels is so that you can consistently keep increasing the people who are viewing your status. So one thing you can easily do is you can just start hosting classes. You can just say, like, every week I'm going to be hosting classes. I'll host a class today, host a class next week, or host a class next 3 weeks. Or let's say you host classes bi-weekly. Now your aim of this class is that you should get the group chats filled up. Okay, if you can get the group chats filled up, that's nice. Out of 250 people who will get into the group chats, you're looking to convert, even if it's about if you convert only 10 of those people out of 256 people, if you convert only 10 of those people, and maybe you don't convert them on 10 days, but you convert them in like a week stretch, that means that week you've made, if it's the high-paid freelancer premium you're promoting, you've made about 125,000 naira simply by running that class. Now, let's say you run ads to get people into that class and you spent about 15K on ads, or you spent about 20K on ads. Basically, your profit out of that is 100K, right? So that's how it is. That's the main reason why you want to constantly keep generating leads and why you should use All right, so is there any other question? What's the best response for someone who says he doesn't have the money right now to buy a product? Don't focus on people who don't have money now. you what you tell them is that's fine, and you tell them they should let you know when they're ready, and you keep posting valuable stuff on your status. So when they're reading your status, they are feeling motivated, and they also have you at the top of mind. So when they want to get what it is, when you want to get whatever it is you are affiliating for, it's easier for them. Okay? Because if you are selling to people who don't have money, whether you sell from today to tomorrow, they don't have money, they don't have money. Like our boss, Tony Emotional Alexis, you can't keep flogging a dead horse and expect it to move. So if you keep, no matter how much you keep promoting to those guys, they don't have money right now. They don't have money right now. So the best thing for you to do is to generate new leads, which I just explained in the lead funnel. Once you've done that, the next thing you want to do is start trying to get those people or selling to those people or converting them to make sales. That way, these guys don't have money today. Does not mean you will not have money by next month's ending, or you will not have money by next week ending, or next 2 weeks ending, right? So when these guys come, when the ones who are ready or have the money to buy now, they are buying, you're making money today, and those guys, you're saving them for the future. When they're ready to buy, they'll have you at the top of mind, and they will actually buy from you. All right, so guys, do you have any other question? Any other question related to affiliate marketing? Because I want to get started. You can either send your question via voice note, via on your microphone, or you can type it in the chat box. All right, guys, since there's absence of any question, let's get started. So now the first question I have for you guys is, are you guys afraid of selling? I want to know, because this is going to determine how I'm going to present this class. Are you guys afraid of selling? Let me know in the chat box. Chris is such a cool. Is there any PDF that we can use as a lead magnet for high paid freelance apart from a video? No, I don't think I have a PDF I'm using as a lead magnet right now. And I don't think I'm going to create any one anytime soon, because videos are better. But yeah, I think I'll create one. I'll try and create one actually, because that's also another good source of lead magnets. It has to be around something that's very good too. So I'll try and get that done. And maybe when it's done, I'll send it to you guys. Concerning the freelance course, is it applicable to other skills like web development, graphic design, programming? And the answer is yes. I think it was yesterday or video first, the way I posted one of my students who recently closed the gig at $1,400. The guy is a programmer. So that's it. I have a student who has made over this thing, who in the I was like about a month, maybe 2 months ago, made $1,700, and he's a web developer, a web designer. So no, it's not limited to only copywriters. That's one mistake I actually get a lot of people asking me, is it limited to copywriters? No, it's not limited to copywriters. All right, guys, you guys are not scared of selling. So the next question I have for you guys is, anyways, let's just skip the question. Let's get to it. All right. So now, one thing I want you guys to know is selling is actually literally easy. It's basically, I'm seeing a question here. I think we're going to have to hold some of the questions after the class, then we can just ask questions, okay? What skills do you need for coming into affiliate marketing?
Yeah.
What skills should a newbie get for coming to affiliate marketing? Well, you just need to understand lead generation, copywriting, and selling. Those are easy. And the thing is, like, you're not going to be perfect at it at the beginning. You get more in tune with it the more you do. The more you sell, the more you understand human psychology, and the better you get at it. Okay, Jamaka says the process of convincing prospects to buy is what scares her. So let me just do it in the class. So it's quite easy actually. Number one, you want them to make the decision by themselves. Think of it logically, right? So you tell them this thing. If they get the course, it's 25K now, and I'm going to increase the price actually quite soon. Now, if they get the course at 25K, and you're like, you tell them if you get the course at 25K, and even if you don't make money at all, you make at least $250. At the end of the day, you've made at least 10 times the return of what it is you invested in the course. Plus, whether you're intending to continue with freelancing, you still get to keep the knowledge of copywriting, you still get to keep the knowledge about freelancing. So even if you say you want to get in like 2 years from now, you still have access to that course because it's basically what you got as at that price, right? So once you're sure it helps people, which you guys can already see, you should have no problem being convinced or trying to convince people to get it. All right, so basically, let's get started. If you want to sell, there are 3 things you just need to do. Now, if you want to sell and you want to make big bucks, you have to know how to generate leads. And after generating leads, you want to know how to warm up those leads. And after warming those leads, you want to know how to close a sale with them, right? So now, these 3 things are the hallmark of making any money. Any super affiliates you are seeing right now, the Caleb, Bruno, Tamilore, all of them, I talk with them. Basically, they are generating a ton of traffic and leads at an amazing rate. Because it's simple like this. If you want to sell to 100 people and you talk to 1,000, or you want to make 100 sales, you talk to 1,000 people, let's say 50 buy. Well, if you talk to 10,000 people and 100 people buy, and that's times 100. Let's say you talk to 10, like you show your ad or you show your offer to 10,000 people, and 10 people buy, and 100 people buy. Let's say 20 people buy out of 10,000 people. Then, if it's something of 25,000 naira, you've already made 5 million naira in profits from just showing your ad or showing what it is you are offering to 10,000 people. So it's a numbers game to an extent, right? That's actually one thing you want to think about. Now, when it comes to generating leads, you don't pitch your leads immediately. What you want to do is, if you send them, if you run an ad now and they come to you and you send them the free video, most people won't watch that the first time. So then you tell them when they watch it, they should get back to you. So if you give them some space, you can be like, let's say you give them like 3 days or 4 days, and you're like, have you watched this video? So they'll tell you, they'll tell you, I'll do it this night, but I'll do it now. That's one way to actually get people to watch the videos. Or they won't watch it, right? Another thing you can do is to host a free class. If you know a little bit about freelancing, host a free class. Right, talk a little bit about the potentials of it, talk about how they can learn this and blah, 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 and that. Now, what this does is that at the end of the class, they are way warmer than people who you just sent to go and watch a video. Because people who you sent to go and watch a video, they are expert procrastinators. That's the main thing they want to do. They just want to procrastinate. And that's so people who do this, they are expert procrastinators. So if you host a free class, at the end of the class, you're looking to at least close at least 3 to 4 or 5 sales at the end of it. If your class if you get your group full, and if you follow up with them over time, a lot more people will actually get into the offer. Okay, that's one thing you want to think about. Now, guys, in lead generation, you want to either send them to to your DM, or if you want to filter them to get more quality leads, you want to send them. You want to send them to what do you call it? You want to send them to a pre-sale page. Now, a pre-sale page is basically you just telling them, you can tell them a story about here's what affiliate marketing is all about. Here's what freelancing is all about. Here's what this is all about. And then at the end of the day, you say, but you don't have to spend time trying to figure this out on your own. you can connect with me on WhatsApp and learn more about it. And the guys who click on it, they are more warm, they are more in tune with what it is you are offering, or they are more inclined to want to hear from you compared to just running it to random people. And it's going to sound as if you are, some of them might even mute you. That's just it. So basically, if you want to run a lead generation ad, you either do that organically or with paid ads. Now, if you're doing it organically, you are going to spend a ton of time running ads organically. Because you're trying to get people to get you organically. If you already have a large social media following, because it's good in a day, you can be getting like maybe 10 people interested on the rest of that. Because organically does not mean you should go and start spamming. You don't go on WhatsApp. Let's say you go on Twitter now and you're saying people, you see a post that is going viral and you start placing it under the comments. No, you are, yes, even if you get leads from there, you're going to get useless leads who are not going to convert. Most of the time, it's going to be so stressful, right? So you want something that you're posting and they come to you. If you want your organic to actually be seriously good, organic is basically just inbound. So you're posting stuff and people are attracted to what you're posting and they are coming back to talk to you. That's how organic works. Okay. Now, the best way is paid ads. Those of you who are taking the affiliate marketing course, you guys will know this, or any affiliate marketing course at all. If you want to make money from this, you have to be willing to advertise. That's just it. Okay. See, let me ask you a question now. If you know that you put, you give someone 50K, and in the next, you give the person 50K today, and in the next 2 months, that 50K will turn to 250K guaranteed. Will you put the money in there? And the truth is that most people are going to put that 50K in there, going to give that 50K to someone. So that's how it is with ads. So when you run ads, you don't expect to sell immediately. You want to come, especially if it's something that is, high priced or something that's a little bit costly. You don't want to run. You don't want to start selling to them immediately. A few of them will go through it and they'll say, they'll get back to you and be like, I'm going to buy now. I want to get started. I want to change my life immediately. But some others need to be seeing your WhatsApp status, or if you're on Twitter, they want to be seeing your Twitter posts and the rest of that, right? So you want to think about these things before you run your lead generation ad. You want to think about these things before you run your lead generation ad. The next thing you can do is to run an ad to a class. These two things, best way for you to do affiliate marketing, okay? If it's for the kind of, this depends on the kind of product I'm talking about. This is an educational product now. So you run a class, give them basics about it, show them what's possible, about what is possible, what it is they can earn in that class. And when you are done with that, the next, then you put a CTA, right? If you want to learn how you can do this, you want to go from 0 to at least 3,000 less in the shortest time, then you can get this because they now know, like, and trust you. It gets easier for you to sell to them. All right. Now, once you are done with your lead generation, by the way, if you're asking me where you can run lead generation ads, you can either run it on Facebook, which Mark Zuckerberg will actually try to frustrate you. If you don't run it on Facebook, you can run it on YouTube. You can run it on WhatsApp TVs. You can run it on any social media platform, or even on Twitter. Okay. Now, after your lead generation, they start coming into your DM. They join your email list, right? Now you give them your free bonus to what it is that they want. And next thing you want to do is start posting helpful content around what, how it can help them, or how like, okay, let's say as a freelance, it depends on what you're trying to sell, right? So if you're trying to get them into affiliate marketing, like most people in Tanzania are trying to get them into affiliate marketing, you post about the benefits and prospects of affiliate marketing, right? Now, if that is not your plan, okay, guys, give me a break. Let me do something. All right, guys, let's continue. So now, Now that you have your lead generation, the next part that comes into it is the marketing. Now, the marketing is basically what you do to get people to know, like, and trust and buy from you. Now, the best part about doing this is that even if you don't sell to them today, you can sell to them like a year from now, 5 months from now, 3 months from now. That is money that is going to come into your accounts from them, at least when they are ready, because they have you at the top of mind. We call it in marketing, we call this TOMA, top of mind awareness. So when they want to get anything, they think about you. They think about you first, right? That's what we want to think about. Now, the way you do this is simply after your lead generation ad, which is basically what you use to build your list, you give them the freebie. Now, after the freebie, you follow up with them, and if it's the video, you can ask them, hey, let's see, whose name am I saying here? Igwe. You'd be like, hey, Igwe, have you watched this? And the person is like, yes. If some people watch it immediately, you give it to them and get back to you. Some will not. So you follow for them, let them watch it. Now, if it's a free class, your marketing, it's in that class, right? The way you present the class, the way you show them the opportunities that are possible, the way you sound when you're on that class is going to determine the kind of trust they have in you. Now, you don't want to waste your time on leads who are too skeptical. Like, yeah, some people who just come on and like, oh, you want to tell me something? What's the worry this yourself? Why are you trying to sell? Why are you trying to sell to me? Or if you're making so much money, why are you trying to sell a course? Why are you trying to sell me something, right? Don't pay attention to this. Those are the people you want to. You want people who understand the value of what it is you're trying to sell to them. Whether it's the HPF framing, whether it's Expertnia, they're trying to sell to IG course, they're trying to sell something else. You want people like that. Now, the beauty of this is that if you build your list today as an affiliate marketer, if you feel like everyone on your list is saturated and has gotten the HPF premium or whatever cost you decide to sell, or whatever you decide to sell at that moment, you can always switch to sell something similar. But basically, if you are building your list now, what you are going to be building your list around is making money online. That will be your brand, because you can't try to sell the HPF premium to them now unless you've gotten a lot of sales. And then all of a sudden, the next time you want to start selling to them clothing materials. Like, sure, some of them will convert, but it's going to be a lot more difficult to transition compared to after selling them the high-paid freelancer premium program. And then the next thing you're trying to sell to them is you're trying to sell to them affiliate marketing, or you're trying to sell to them Kairos, which is network marketing, or you're trying to sell to them moving forex trading is actually quite good, because at the same time it's making money online. So it's an easier transition. And you let them know you are recommending them because you've tested and trusted these things and you've seen that they work. Like, yeah, it works for this person, it's going to work for you. Simple as that. So that's the marketing you put into that. Now, if you're a bit confused on what to post to content in regards towards marketing, you can just look at my status updates and draw inspiration from that. Or you can copy and paste. There's this guy, one of the first easiest sales he got was just by copying and pasting my status. And he generated over, I think, about 3 sales that week. It's that easy by copying and pasting my status. But thinking that you just carry all the testimonials and everything I'm giving you guys, post it on your WhatsApp status, and then tell them to buy, it's not going to work, because you've not warmed them up enough. That's just it. All right. Now then you get to the selling part. Selling part is quite easy. What you're going to actually experience is resistance. There's going to be tons of resistance. People are going to be like, I can't afford this now. And you tell them that's fine. But you can show them a perspective of why they need to find a way to afford it now. There's a difference between I can't afford this now, which is basically I don't want to buy. And they say, I can't afford this now, what? I'm going to find the money to actually get it, right? So the ones who are like, I don't want to buy, you don't really want to waste time on them. Like, if you focus on them, you can get a sale in the future, but is it really what it's trying to convince someone with this on everything and end up not making a lot of sales at the end of the day? Or like after they stress you, where you could spend that time that you're using to try to convince them on others and make a lot of sale. So you think about that. Now, objections like, I don't have the money to buy it now, you can easily tackle that with that's fine. But you can save it like that. You can easily tackle it like something like that's fine, but you can get it later when you're ready, or stuff like that. And you keep posting stuff that gets into this person, that gets under this person's skin and wants them to buy that course. You want to post something that is quite similar. Okay, you don't want to start posting random stuff. You don't tell the person you're selling HPF now, you're trying to make people make money online, and you're posting wigs the next day on your status. You're posting You're posting something very random. Even if you're not going to post something about freelancing or whatever the course of information product or whatever it is you're trying to sell at that time is, you want to post something that is related to that. All right, that's basically it. That's one of the things we want to think about, right? So guys, once you are done, once you have that under lockdown, the next thing you want to do is what do they call it? Sorry about that. It's my other phone. Oh, don't worry about it. Now, the next thing you want to do now is to get them on the sale, which is quite easy actually. If you've done your marketing right, all you have to do is send them to the sales page. The sales page does majority of the work for you. They see people who it has worked for, and they can imagine themselves getting that same results for them. And it's quite easy. All right. So guys, let's get down to the question. Last thing you want to do is you don't want to be desperate. Before we get into the question and answer session, you don't want to be desperate. Now, the reason you want to be desperate is because if someone tells you, okay, I'm going to make the purchase tomorrow, you don't want to, if the person doesn't buy tomorrow, don't get in contact with the person tomorrow. Get in contact with the person next tomorrow. You want it to be like you have something you're doing. It's not at least you are relying everything on that person's money, on getting the sale from that person. That's one thing you want to actually think about. So guys, that's one of the things you want to do. You don't want to be desperate. You want to post useful content. And if the fastest way to generate sales is you can host classes. Now, if you're going to be hosting classes, by the way, you guys want to affiliate for the 0 to 2K challenge, right? Let me know in the chat box. Are you guys going to affiliate for the 0 to 2K challenge? If you like to tell my page designer to create a page for it. All right, that's good. See, the 0 to 2K challenge, when I'm going to open it for affiliating, I'm going to put it at 10,000 naira, and your commission will be 5,000 naira, obviously, right? Now, I want to tell you this, even though if you're in the beginner year, you might not really get it, but the effort you put into selling something of 10,000 naira and the effort you put into selling something of 25,000 naira is not that different. But although the decision is easier for others to make due to the price difference, but it's not really that different. All right, that's fine. I think I'll just give everyone access. Anyone who wants to affiliate for it can do it. It's quite easy actually. That's aside it, right? So when you have these things, you can. So what you want on that thing you can do when you're selling your WhatsApp status is, instead of sending them directly to the sales page, you can actually, I think you can, there's a dashboard you can check the amount of people who have clicked on your affiliate link, right? So you can look at the amount of traffic and in relation to how much you're converting. Okay, I don't think most of you have gotten up to 1,000 clicks on that link. So you can't expect to make about, making about 500,000 or 200,000 anything if you've not gotten a lot of link clicks, right? Now, if you feel like you're not going to read the sales page, you can easily tell them to swipe up with and reply you with a word yes. That is way more direct and more active. And people who are actually interested will reply you. Not everyone will reply. Some people will see it and skip and go to the next status posted. But the guys who reply you are more like 80% ready to buy from you. And if you follow them up, it's way easier than that, right? So that's another method you want to use when you're doing WhatsApp marketing. Something I've tested and it works well. Okay. So now we talked about building your list. Either you're using it on email marketing or WhatsApp marketing. I think WhatsApp marketing is way better because you can both entertain and engage, right? You can post jokes, you can post motivational quotes, you can post educational content there. That's one of the best ways to get personal with them. Then after you build your list, you want to market with them. Now, depending on how you market to them, whether it's from the free class, after the class, you sell to them and you continue selling to them after that group. After them, like, okay, we have like 7 days to take on this offer before the price double or before the price gets out of the list, right? You want to use scarcity also to get people. You want it to be time-based. If you don't give people a particular time to buy something, they are not really going to be that interested in buying it. Like, it's not going to be that interested in buying it, but they can keep procrastinating. That's just how humans are. We procrastinate a lot. So you want to also consider that when you are doing this. And then After that, you want to sell to them, which is basically asking them to buy from you. You don't have any, you don't need to do anything special. Once you've done your marketing well, the middle part, getting them to buy from you is quite easy. You just let them, here's this thing, here's what that's done for people. Yeah, what people are saying about it. And you can get it, and you get it done quite easily. Okay. So guys, let's go. Let's get to the answer question and answer session. I feel like you guys have questions to ask me, so feel free to drop them in the chat box. No questions. Well, in absence of questions, let's round up this class. So guys, basically what I've given you guys. Yeah. So guys, in absence of questions, let's just recap everything we talked about. So first thing, everything I've given you here is plug and play. I can guarantee you that if you take action on this, you're going to see the results quite fast. So simply what you do, run an ad, build your list. Now, if your current WhatsApp view status is about 100 people or 50 people or 60 people, build it to at least 200. Keep posting valuable content. Once you build it to like 200, giving them a freebie, either the video or any of these things that I've given, my friend has given you guys, or the webinar. You keep posting valuable content. They like your content. They'll be like, oh, more if it's, let's say it's Daniel that is doing this now. Be like, oh, more Daniel, you get sense. I love the content. I love stuff like that. They already like him. You're really liking and trusting you. You can post a little bit about your personal life, not anything serious. Maybe you're going to the gym, you post about that. You go out somewhere, you post about that. You had an encounter with a mad Lagos man, you post about that. Stuff like that, right? So you post that they feel more connected to you. That's part of the marketing aspects. After you've generated the leads and giving them their freebie. Now, after these marketing aspects, what you're simply doing is once in a while, you post on your status that you saw this program and it's helping us for freelancers and blah, 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 blah. Here is the link to get it. Or if you're interested in it, it costs just 25,000 naira. Send me a DM if you're interested in it or you want to know more about it, right? You don't really have to be like, go to the link and buy it immediately, because sometimes people will go there, they get confused and you don't buy. You can be like, you can post like the video, any of those video testimonies that I sent you guys, because I sent you guys quite a number now, right? I said you post this and you're like, you can send me, if you have any questions, just let me know. Swipe up with any questions you have, or if you're interested in getting this, let me know. And then you continue following up with them there. You can ask them questions. If you ask a prospect a question and you don't have the answer to it, or you feel like I have the answer to it, I would advise you ask it in the group chat. Okay, the reason I'm saying this is because I pay more attention to group chats than personal inbox. My inbox is filled with a ton of messages, and while most of them are good, most of them are just crap, asking me Googleable questions. So it gets hard for me to navigate through it and get to your question. I might not get to it on time. Sometimes I might just open it immediately it comes. It's not really guaranteed. But on the group chat, I'm going to actually get to that question on time in less than 24 hours, or like 12 hours, depending on when you send it, right? So you want to think about that. Then after the marketing, basically, you want to ask them to buy. And it's not a matter of after marketing and grooming your audience. You can't ask them to buy because you are scared of it. Okay? Ask them to buy. Tell them, you see, click on this. You want, if they ask you any question or any objection, give them a reason why it's going to work for them. What bonuses? Okay, let's get to this. So that's basically the recap about it. It's plug and play. And if you don't overthink it and jump straight into action with this, like within the next 2 to 3 weeks, you're going to see results. Like it's 2 to 3 weeks is actually far. Maybe that's for newbies who are just going to like plug and play on this. But if you are quite acquainted with this, it's plug and play. That's just it. And the more numbers you have, the more people you can sell to. And just because someone refuses to buy today doesn't mean you should cast them off. They might buy from you tomorrow. It might not even be the HPI friend they might buy from you. It might be something more expensive, maybe something of 100K and getting an affiliate deal of 50K and stuff like that. It's just don't just, or maybe you decide to even create a personal program by yourself. They will buy from you. That's just it. That's the excess of you. That's the excess of having a list, either on email or on WhatsApp. Now I'm seeing a question here from Dom. He says, what bonuses will be good to send to people that buy through my link as as affiliates with strengthen? What can't I say this? As affiliates, we strengthen the offer by making bonuses, you know. So if you are a freelancer, you can offer them mentorship, but the bonus you can send to them. One guy now that I ran a class recently, what he did was that if they buy from his link, I think he refunds them about 5K, or I think, yeah, he gives them about 5K or something like that. And basically he makes about 7K out of that sale, right? But he gives them about 5K back. And I didn't really understand how that bonus works. I'm not a fan of that kind of bonus, but it seemed to bring a good number of sales for him, and that's fine. But me, I'm not interested in that kind of. I don't like that kind of bonus. I want you to get your full affiliate commission. So you can either offer them mentorship or something that you leverage on them. You know what exactly? You're not affiliating to them. The reason why Expertnia has so many these things because basically some still IG program is teaching people how to do affiliate marketing. So since you're already doing affiliate marketing and you're selling people who want to do affiliate marketing, that's the bonus to it. But if you are trying to sell something like of a freelancer thing, if you're a freelancer yourself, you can offer them mentorship, which they don't particularly need because I have a mentorship group where they can ask me questions and the rest of that, right? Or for another bonus, you have a question? So the kind of bonus you can actually send to them is either you give them that discount. If you're going to give them something like that, you have to make it time limited so they are motivated to take the offer, right? Or you offer them free mentorship group. Or I can't really think of anything special you can give to them now that they won't already get in the course itself, because the course comes with a lot of bonus. Or you can say you teach them affiliate marketing on the side too. Some people might be interested in that. They might say it as a way of getting 2 for 1 or stuff like that, right? These are the kind of bonuses you add. You can add them to your affiliate mentorship group and stuff like that. That's fine too. Even if it's not that similar, it's something that you can add as a bonus because you give them 2 ways to make money. So your only problem is lead generation. My only problem is lead generation. Any traffic source you recommend aside Facebook? Use WhatsApp TVs. WhatsApp TVs are quite good. If you use something like Port TV, IG Tweet TV, which other one have I used? I use the TV, Yemi TV. It's quite good. It has decent audience. Although most of the people are based in PH, it's still fine. And alternatively, you can use Twitter. See, if you don't want to rely on only just one source of traffic, right? WhatsApp TVs, Twitter, and the rest. Then you can use YouTube ads. YouTube ads are a little bit more pricier, but you get more qualified candidates. Now, basically, YouTube ads, you are sending an ad to somebody who is watching how to make money freelancing online. Imagine sending an ad to that kind of person. Sure, not all of them have money at that time, but someone who has the money is already a hot audience because the person is already researching those kind of keywords from YouTube and trying to watch videos about that. So that's one of the things about YouTube ad. It's more targeted compared to WhatsApp TVs where you have to spend a lot of time warming them up. Twitter has ads. I've never run ads on Twitter, so I can't give you that. But if you click on your tweets, you can see amplify your tweet, and you can see where you can amplify it to make it reach more people with Twitter ads. So guys, any other question? So so I gave you an example of WhatsApp TVs that won't frustrate you guys. I can send it to the group chat. Just remind me. I'll send the WhatsApp TV to the group chats who have actually used, and they gave me a decent sum up. By the way, if you have any question concerning how you want to structure your offer, you can actually ask me on the group chat and I'll actually reply you, okay? If it's something personal, that's fine. You can send it to my DM. I'll actually still reply you, but it might take a little bit longer. So guys, in the absence of any question, I think we're going to be ending this class now. And I hope we do this again. Like, I hope we do this soon because I want to see you guys making progress. It doesn't really matter if you guys are selling the HPF premium or selling the Euro 2K challenge, or you want to affiliate for nothing. But main thing is that I want to see you guys build a really good list, learn how to market and sell to them, so that you're making more money by these things. Okay, I'll try and I think, do you guys have any marketing books, or should I send you guys some marketing books or stuff like that that will actually help you guys be able to market better? Do you guys need that? Let me know in the chat, in the chat box, because I want to see, because aside from saying the HFM, growing your list and guarantees that you can sell something at any time and make money. Let's say you have a list of 1,000 people, and these people are like dedicated audience, and let's say you need 200K, and you put a very low ticket offer of 1K. A lot of people are going to punch into it. If 200 people punch into it, you've made 300K. So that's one of the benefits of growing your list. That's why I say running ads, there's no downside to it. Absence of questions, and let's end this meeting now. You can ask me any question you guys want in your group chats. Ayodele, you can. What you don't need is more testimonials. I swear, I've sent you guys testimonials. You don't need more testimonials, to be honest. I have tons and tons of testimonials in the group chat. So it's not really more testimonials you need. It's basically following things I've taught you here to actually get it. Because the testimonials are good. Like you have the video testimonials, you have that, right? What more? You have video testimonials, you have screenshotted testimonials and the rest. I'll send you guys more. I have more. I'll send you guys more. But it's not a matter of plastering testimonials everywhere. It's a matter of being good at your marketing. You can't post testimonial and the next thing you're posting is me dealing with depression, or me posting one kind of comedy skits, posting just 2 funny videos. It doesn't really correspond with what your audience are looking to hear from you. So you want to think about those kind of things. If you're going to market, you can even create a new WhatsApp account and focus solely on that. If you are, maybe you don't want your friends to see what it is you're doing and the rest of it. And so far, I can tell you guys that I've sold a lot of things online, and nobody who is my friend has ever bought from me. Like, nobody who knows me personally has ever bought one of my courses. Or anything. I don't even sell to them. They don't even know. They are not, most of them are not even aware that I'm into freelancing, right? But maybe it's become a private person. That's fine. But still, I'm just telling you that the people who are going to make you the most money are not your friends. And that's just it. So guys, this is where I'm going to end the class. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me on the group chat. All right. I'll see you guys in the next one. We're going to have more and more of this, but we're going to try and include the number of affiliates so I can help you guys get your goals faster.